waterfront recreational at all costs. There was a large discussion about keeping the T-ball diamonds and the baseball fields left as they are, no development at all. However, there was some younger generation at our table who felt that maybe some type of recreational buildings wouldn't be such a bad idea, just because it is a general area for development. There is the complex, the curling rink, the marina. Might not be a bad idea to bring some type of maybe restaurant or something to that area, just to attract people. And then there was one mention of reopening Lock 15, which is just down here, Lookout Point. And that's it. That's my next
Question? Questions of Colleen or her group? Yes, sir.
Opening Lock 15, to what end? To go where? To do what?
We open it for people to go fishing, because there's good fishing there. They have it all blocked off with expenses. A lot of people vandalizing it. There's no surveillance. No
Oh, okay, you're not
security.
talking about digging it
No,
out.
no, we open it
Move
up.
the fences.
Yeah, and have the camera put up for safety, and let people use it as they used to use it for fishing.
Thank you.
They still call it pets. I've seen them all around.
Okay.
Well, I was here this afternoon, and I went away and talked about what happened. And the thing that came to me is the use of the term development. You've got to distinguish between public development funded by the city and private development funded by the private sector. And naturally, a condominium, unless the city is going to go into, that is going to be the private sector. And if you say, you put the headline, say in Google, private development public park, you're going to get a reaction across the continent, because that sets off alarm bells. And I was just responding to the lady who just spoke. When she was talking about development, she was talking about development that was going to be funded by the city. And as I understand it, the city has taken on a lot of expenses with the Benson Centre, etc. And it receives substantial other funding from other levels of government. And I just wanted to make people aware in their discussions, just to be aware, what the development you're talking about, is it private sector development or public?
Okay. So is that a question?
It's an observation on the use of the term development.
Okay. Let me see if they wish to comment. Anybody on the committee wish to comment on that or not?
If you're going to address that this way, I think the committee is looking at floating ideas, and the purpose of this is to look at the investment in private development. Right? There's no doubt that when you talk about development, there can be park developments, there can be park facilities. In the general sense, the splash pad in that building is a development, right? In general terms. But I think the approach that the committee is looking for input on is releasing land for private development. So the city would not generally would ever become a private land developer, build a residential building. The city's typically in the business of building things for public infrastructure, whether it's this building, the Benson Centre, all those kinds of things. So the city at best would be the transferee of the land to somebody who would do the private development.
So that raises the whole question of users. Once you get some private users here against the public users, there's a lot of jurisdictional considerations there.
The point the man finished with was that there are many jurisdictional issues that come to play when you start moving back and forth between public development and privately funded development. I think that was his point. Okay, I'm losing track of who's reported. Who was at the second from the last table in that corner?